As Gaza is reduced to ruins, the war has taken a terrible toll on the youngest and most vulnerable. Thousands of children have been killed or seriously injured. Thousands have gone missing, and thousands more have lost everything, their homes and their loved ones. The UN estimates that more than 17,000 children have been orphaned since the war began after the Hamas attacks on October the 7th. This is the Al-Khatib family, 9 of whom were killed in an airstrike in Al-Nuseirat in central Gaza in March. Their home, like thousands of others, flattened into a pile of rubble and twisted metal. Their bodies taken to a nearby hospital. Yusuf Al-Khatib, an NHS radiologist living in Liverpool, found out hours later on social media what happened to his family.
All of them have died. It was awful. It was distressing. I keep actually crying all the time. How can I accept what happened to my family?
But one child did survive. His nephew, 13-year-old Amer, escaped the worst of the blast because he was outside the house, just feet away when the missile hit.
It was a miracle. Amer suffered severe injuries, brain hemorrhage, fracture on the skull, severe burns. He already did around 8 surgeries till now.
Amer, seen here on the right, lost his parents and grandparents and every single one of his brothers and sisters in this picture. Islam was 19 when he died, a computer science student. Alia was 18. She wanted to be a dentist. Sindus was 16, Mohammed 11, and little Joanne was just 4 years old. Amer was evacuated to Egypt by a charity and taken to hospital. It was weeks before he found out what happened to his family.
It's very difficult on him. I was the only hope for him, to be honest. مبسوط نص.
Yusuf flew to Egypt and set about arranging for Amer to receive urgent medical treatment. His left ear was badly damaged and needed to be reconstructed. But he had a lucky escape, the blast narrowly missing a major artery.
He's so brave. He's a courageous man. Although it was a very strong experience, but he's doing very well, and I'm proud of him.
When he's in Cairo, Yusuf applies for a visa to bring Amer to the UK to live with him. But his appeal initially falls on deaf ears. For now, Yusuf is fully focused on getting Amer through his next operation. While Yusuf hopes for good news about the visa from the UK, Amer needs another operation. The surgery over, he must deal with more pain. All Yusuf can do is console him. In the UK, Labour candidate Jess Phillips heard about Amer's case. She'd quit her party's front bench over its previous stance on a ceasefire in Gaza and offered to help Yusuf and Amer after 2 months of uncertainty.
When Yusuf got in touch and said that he'd applied for the visa, was told it was going to take weeks, at that point you pressed the nuclear button. I immediately got in touch with the immigration minister and said, look, this needs sorting today. You can help this kid. And to his credit, he came back immediately and said, we will get it sorted by the end of the day. And we got his visa into his hand within a day. We made you a sign. I actually didn't believe it when the minister texted me back and said, it's done, it will be processed, we've been in touch with them. I just couldn't believe it. I was bowled over.
Thank you so much. Without your help, nothing can be done, to be honest.
Oh,
so
well,
really,
it's just I've got everybody's right phone numbers, Yusuf.
It was really very amazing moment. At the end, there is some hope. At least there is one member of my family has been saved, and now he is living with me in a new country and possibly giving him a second chance in this life to be whatever he would like to be.
What do you want a future government to do for people like Amer who have been orphaned in Gaza?
What I would want to see is a family reunification scheme at the minimum. If it can be done for Amer, and he is no extra, you know, and even if it was, he has a family here to live with. This isn't a need for housing. This isn't a need for... This is a child with no one left in the world. If it's possible, then it's possible.
And would you expect